is a crafting table. It's pretty simple how it actually works. You get your main computer, get your core, the SMA connectors, and the battery. And now it just needs a little bit of quad push. And look at that. Just with some simple magic, we have ourselves a Portapack. But one isn't going to be enough for us today. Oh no, we're going to need a few more now, aren't we? Let's crank these out. There's one. Let's crank this baby out again. Good thing I've got some extra main computing stuff. And okay, that should be enough for what we're doing today. Thank goodness I had my trusty crafting table with me. Now, if you're wondering, why does Ilya have 3 Portapacks? I was supposed to have 5, but then they only sent 2 instead of 4 after I already paid, so. But these are the beauties here themselves. And, well, I just want to show that I'm going to be selling them. If you're interested, DM me, drop my comments. But anyway, the whole purpose of this video is, I've already shown you what a Portapack is, a little bit of what it could do, but now I'm going to show you, go in depth. I'm going to have my own series. So I guess today we can start with receiving, the different stuff in receiving. But first off, let's get some cool firmware on this guy. Okay, now here's the actual Portapack, and you actually have to understand the hardware. So this is like a brand new device. There was the H4M, the H4M, but this is a new one. Came out a few months ago. And there's actually new features, like here's the GPIO, and it is not the same as the GPIO in Flipper Zero. This uses I2C, which is different, but only requires 2 irises. Now, they are working on this, because they want to get more fun features out there, like infrared ESP32, and I actually have one of those here today. That could be a different video, because I do not know how to download the firmware for the ESP32 on this. It's, like, complicated, but I'm working on it, guys. I'll wait for someone else to drop the video first. No, but then also you have your reset button, your DFU buttons. Now also, another thing this has, which is really improved, is you can have headphones plugged in right here through the headphone jack. I personally like the built-in speaker, and it actually has a direct on and off switch. I know that sounds pretty basic, but last time it didn't. Just some basic things, when you want to charge this, you have to have it powered on. And if you go over here to the settings, you can see what it's at. It has to be powered on for when you charge it. It does take a few hours, but not like too important. It's got the scroll wheel here. Got buttons, you can move up and down. Like, they really put everything they could into this device itself. So today, I guess we're going to be going over receive. I have a bunch of notes from the classes that I took on it. I'm excited to share it with you. But first, let's download the firmware on here. Okay, so, what the voice crack. Okay, so now we're actually going to go in depth on the device. But before we get to all the fun stuff, we need to download the firmware. So what you're going to want to go to is Mayhem Hub. So it'll be this one. Let me get rid of this. And what it's going to ask you to do is connect a device. You know it's trustworthy because Ilya says so. So, let's see. We want to hit connect a device. I'm going to get a charger. You just want to use the charger it comes with, which is this green charger for sharing info. You could go to connect a device, this one. And you want to have your card saved as a FAT32, or else this will not work. So here we can access our screen. It's so slow. I hate this. I cannot brag enough how much I hate this. Like, just have like a thing for it. I mean, it's good if you're trying to like show people what's going on the screen, but it is so slow. Look how long it takes to press one button. And as soon as you start pressing it on the screen, the actual device itself, it doesn't even load. So, okay, now I just left. But what we actually want to do in Mayhem Hub is go down here and manage firmware. Now, we could do update to the latest nightly release, because that's when it's fun. You don't want to do stable release. It's just like the same boring thing. But in latest nightly release, they have new stuff pretty nightly. So this will go pretty quick. As you see, it only took 15 seconds. And now our device actually has Mayhem on it, and we could actually start doing some cool stuff with this. Okay, now we're actually taking a look at everything in receive, like I said. I'm not a liar today. So here we go to receive, and we could see some stuff and some logos. So it kind of gives you a hint for like what you're looking at. So here we have ADSB has a plane, so I bet it'll be about planes. Now I have my antenna on here. We could reach this up, and oh look, we already got a plane. So this is changing the frequencies to look for planes for, like on different frequencies. And when you see this little green dot right there, that means you can look at them on the map. So here we can see one. I guess I just gave away my location. Well, actually, no, I didn't. But there we can see the plane. It's this blue dot thing right there, which is pretty cool. You could track planes. I know some people use that to find like celebrities. We can see details, who made it, Airbus, industry, jet engine, like all this stuff. So that's pretty cool. Then we have AIS boats. Now this receives ship broadcasts on marine VHF channels. But obviously I'm in Colorado, so there's none of those. Then automatic packet reporting system used by ham radio tracks GPS and messages packets from amateur radios. So I don't know, that's just how I had it memorized. I learned all of this stuff. So you're going to different frequencies for different types of radios. So this is for amateur radios. And it's pretty fun. Over here we have the volume. We can turn this down or loud as we want, which can get pretty loud. Next we have audio, which is like an audio receiver. I guess you could say a scanner. It lets you analog voice transmissions. So someone's on a walkie-talkie. Hey Jeff, how's it going over there? Then if you could scroll through the frequencies, find out what frequency they're on, and listen to people having conversations. This also works with the cops. If you want to listen to their frequencies, some cop radio stations are like have a code and you have to like bypass it to get into them. But BLE-RX. Now this shows low energy receivers like BLE. It's nearby. So okay, I have to blur these out actually. But these are going to be showing you like Macs and stuff near you. You can send stuff to them, which I haven't done that before. It's hard. I feel like I have trouble finding which devices are mine. I'm not trying to hack someone else's device. But the ERT meter is a signal strength meter. We're not going to be using this. You probably won't be using it either. Now, POSGAG. This is really cool. Now, it's like, how do I put this? It's like a pager, like the old school ones you guys used to have. Yeah, I'm talking to you. If you know you're watching. I'm actually, okay. It lets you read messages within a certain system. So, we could do this next time. You're able to have conversations between Portapacks, which is something I've been wanting to do for a while. And now that I have 2 Portapacks, I'm definitely going to be doing that because I want to send messages because that just sounds so fun. Then radio is a RF receiver. You got search. And I'm not too sure what this does, so let's go to the next one. Sub-gigahertz. And this scans for 2.4 gigahertz, 5 gigahertz ranges. Then we have weather. We can check like the weather stations near us, which is really fun. If we open this, we can find like the broadcast and stuff. And ASFK is an audio frequency shift keying decoder using APRS and other digital comms like RTTY. Oh wait, I'm still on weather. I was trying to talk about this one. And whew, it's like I've been rapping for a minute. I'm like, but okay. Anyway, let's go to the next one. So we have ProtoView, which is a raw protocol, which is like a decoder or viewer. Lets you see what's being broadcasted. So if you look at this, this is super fun. And you could pause it, resume it, and go to the different frequencies where there's different activity on here. So you could just type different stuff in. Then TMPS-RX. This is super crazy. So this is from what I understand. You could track like different cars on different frequencies. You could track if certain people are going past a certain mile per hour. And then when you find their cars, you could change their tire pressure. Like just making them crash. I have never tried that. I don't even know how to do that. I'm sure if I wanted to, I could figure that out. But NRF, this listens for NRF 24L1 signals using like remotes or toys and stuff. And it can decode and clone basic packets. So we could set this up right here. I'm not doing that. But this one is really awesome. Here we have Fox Hunt. Now, Fox Hunt is like a signal direction finder. So it helps you locate physical sources of energy or of signal for games and spying, which is really fun. I don't have like a source signals to send to play with because Fox Hunt used to be like a game you'd play in the woods. Analog TV. Now it's like a signal decoder for old TVs. You can also catch like fringe areas or private TV setups. FM radio, just the good old-fashioned radio. You can listen to this like a standard tuner. Let's see if we can find any. Pretty sure. Let's see. 98.5 KYGO. Oh, oops. Okay, now I was not expecting that to work. I didn't know you could type in 98.5 KYGO. You guys should sponsor me. But anyway, then we have random passwords. Not really fun, but GFXEQ. This was just added last night, and this is like a signal visualization, like a spectrum analyzer. It's like handy for seeing visuals and stuff. Then our last one, scanner. So if you have like a key fob and you want to press it right here, it'll tell you what frequency it's on. So right now it's searching all of them, and they'll turn yellow as you find the frequency. And it's pretty fire, because then from there, as we'll go over in the next video, you can go to, let's see, you can go to transmit and then block the frequencies, all kinds of stuff. And we're going to be going over this next time and some more stuff. That was pretty fun. So let's do the outro. That is it for this video, guys. Tell me if you liked the intro. I thought that was kind of funny. But anyway, tell me if you want to see part 2 of this and the transmitting. I don't care if you do. I'm going to post it anyway. But these devices are so awesome. Get them before these like stupid things with China go through and the tariffs, because then you won't be able to get them anymore. And if you already don't want to get like tracked or whatever, message me. I'm selling them for a hefty price. But I'll see you guys next video. Make sure to like and subscribe and come back. Bye.